online classes. This is Kesar Dhabi from Wagdevi College, handling mathematics. Today we are studying PUC 2 Mathematics chapter 10, that is vector algebra, the continuation part. Okay. So in the previous class we studied what is vector, what is scalar quantity, what is vector quantity, and types of vectors we studied, scalar product we studied. Okay. Vector product is to be studied. Okay, before that few inequalities are there that we will study first. Afterwards we will switch to the next vector product. Okay. So here is swatch inequality. So the statement is magnitude A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude A into magnitude B. Okay. So this is very simple to prove. What is this? Magnitude of A dot B, dot product. Sorry, it is less than or equal to length of A, length of B into length of B. As you know, cos theta. This is used to find out what angle between two vectors. So what was that? A dot B divided by length A, length B. Am I right? So this was the thing. Now what we will do? We will consider the range for cos theta. Cos theta, as you know, it always lies in the range -1 to +1. Am I right? This is, we know that. We already are aware of cos theta, cosine angle. It always lies in the range -1 to +1. So now what we will do? We will consider only this part. Consider cos theta less than or equal to 1. But what is cos theta equal to? As you know, cos theta is A dot B. Magnitude less than or equal to 1. Okay. So this is angle without any direction. You can just put modulus sign to take magnitude. Okay. Next, what we will do? We will shift this to the RHS. Magnitude A dot B, 1 into magnitude A into magnitude B. In between the relation remains the same. This is what we will find. So hence it is proved. Is it not? A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude A into magnitude B. So this is said to be what? Short inequality. Inequality because of this relation. So connected to this, we are having one more triangle inequality. Triangle inequality. Okay. So here they say magnitude A plus B is less than or equal to magnitude A plus magnitude B. So this is to be proved. Triangle inequality. Why we take triangle like here? So as you know, the resultant vector A plus B, is it not? A plus B. So this is A, this one is B, A plus B, anti-clockwise direction. So this one is A plus B. Is it not? Triangle it makes no. That's why triangle inequality is. Okay. Right. This is to be proved. Now what we will take? We will consider A plus B, the whole square. Got it? As you know, A plus B whole square is A square plus B square plus 2AB. Am I right? And it is equal to modulus magnitude. And here magnitude. This way magnitude A plus B the square. Okay. Only the length part we have considered. Magnitude means without any direction, the length we are considering. A square, this should be B square as it is with the modulus expression you write. So this is what we will be finding. Okay. Is it not, check this, A square B square plus 2AB. But 2AB, A into B. Is it not A dot B less than or equal to? Can we use the relation A square plus B square plus 2 A dot B? So this will be changing to less than or equal to. And it is nothing but magnitude A, magnitude B, the bracket square, this complete expression. So here what are we having? Magnitude A plus B the whole square. If you cancel this, what you will be finding? Triangle inequality. A plus B, it is less than or equal to magnitude A plus magnitude B, hence the inequality. What we used here, because of this, here 2, and this one it got changed because of which one? Schwarz inequality. Just now we studied, no? That's it. Okay. Here you can say because of Schwarz inequality. What is that? Magnitude A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude A into magnitude B. You can mention that. Because of that it got changed, and the further simplification will be continuing in this way. Got it? Okay. Okay students, next we are going to study vector product or cross product. Okay. In the previous class we studied what? Scalar product or dot product. Is it? So this is said to be what? Cross product. Dot, cross, it got its own weightage significantly. We cannot use as we wish, like in multiplication. Dot into, it gives the same meaning, but in vector no, dot is different, cross is different. Okay. So as a reminder, what was that? A dot B is equal to dot product. A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. Is it? A, B, cos theta. If I put magnitude, only the length we are considering. So what does it mean here? What is cross product? That we will understand. Suppose A is one vector, B is another vector. If the cross product is asked, it results into the vector C. Vector C, how is it? Vector C will be perpendicular to A and perpendicular to B. Okay. So that is the cross product, A cross B. A cross B, it is given by A, B sin theta into n cap. As you know, vector product, it gives vector quantity. Okay, it gives vector quantity. I tell you how come. So this part, it is length, that is magnitude, and this will be showing the direction. Unit vector, with unit vector, how is it used? To know about the direction. Got it? A cross B is equal to A B sin theta into n cap. You can even write A without any magnitude understood. A B sin theta into n cap. So as you know, the vector means what? One, it will be magnitude, another it will be direction. Two quantities together, it will be giving what? Vector quantity. So here n cap is a unit vector, and this unit vector is nothing but C. What I discussed just now, that new vector will be perpendicular to both vectors A this is like x, y, z. Got it? You can even take z, x, y in any option. But the three directional axes will be perpendicular to each other. Angle between this and this will be 90 degree, will be 90 degree, will be 90 degree. You can take in any manner. Okay. So if from A to B it is, this is A, this is B, and angle A to B is required. So A to B means you have to join your this one vectors tail to tail, then put palm, right hand palm on that, right hand on that, and curl the fingers like this. And where that thumb points, no, that will be the vector which is perpendicular to both the vectors A and B. Okay, so let me show you again. So the vector A, vector B are the two vectors. Join tail of vector A with the tail of vector B. On this point, put your right hand, and this is theta, angle. So angle means you have to make what? Curl. Curl means you have to move your fingers like this in the direction where is it given. Small, along small angle, A to B like this. Okay, where the thumb points, no, that will be like the vector which is perpendicular to A and B, A cross B. So here it is what? Z. So Z is the thing. Suppose B to A the angle, B cross A is required. Then B cross A means from B to A, so you don't have to go by this way. It is incorrect. What to be considered? B to A means small direction, small angle. Small angle means how can it be? You just have to make the palm like this, curl, and this one. Okay, which one? Z only. It comes in the negative direction, minus Z. Okay. So this is how the screw rule. Screw rule means here. Okay, if you open the screw, so from Z, X, Y and Z. Suppose this one. Let me resemble the diagram here. So if you take from X positive axis and it transverse with positive Y axis, then it will be heading towards Z. So screw, if you open the screw, it will be coming out up. In which direction? From positive X to positive Y. If you rotate, no, the screw will come up. Up in the sense what? That is nothing but Z axis. Z axis is, it is perpendicular to X and Y. Got it? So this is what we are going to mark it here. N cap is what? Vector, unit vector. Preferably unit vector only, because its length will be 1. Its use is to show the direction. That's it. Unit vector which is perpendicular to what? A and B. Perpendicular to A and perpendicular to B. So this is what? Thumb rule and screw rule. Few properties of vector we will be studying. Like in the dot product we studied, first property was like commutative. What was that? A dot B, the dot product, it was equal to B dot A, because 2 into 3, 3 into 2 gives the same meaning. It is related to what? The length or the magnitude or the value. But A cross B, we can't say this as B cross A, not equal. Because A cross B means from A and B, the direction A to B, small angle. See, positive Z axis will be the perpendicular axis which will be perpendicular to A and B. Here you can take I, J, K. Okay, this is with respect to I, this is J, this is K. Instead of X, Y, Z, you can take like this. Okay, A to B. A to B means, so Z pointing, thumb is pointing towards Z, no? So that K will be the perpendicular to I and J. There in place of N cap, no, K will exist. If I take from B to A means, B from A means, here you don't have to take like this, the curl of fingers. It should be along with the small angle. Small angle means what to be done? You just put your palm in a reverse way, curl the finger and your thumb is pointing towards the down. So towards the down means minus K. Okay, this is K, this is minus K. Minus K will be the direction. That will be the unit vector. Is it? So here what can we say? A cross B is not equal to B cross A. It means cross product is not commutative. Cross product is not commutative. Please do remember this one. Cross product is not commutative, but dot product is commutative. Okay. In the same way, it won't be satisfying, obeying which one? Another rule. Do you remember? Associative. Okay. So one more we will be trying here. A cross B is not equal to B cross A. It means what? A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. Can we say like this? Yes, this is true. Minus B cross A. I told you minus K. B cross A means from a B to A with along a small angle theta if you come. So the fingers will be curled like this and the point of thumb is pointing down with respect to the Z axis. Up Z means K, down Z means minus K. So minus into minus it will be like. Okay. So A cross B is equal to minus of B cross A. If you multiply scalar, then it can be like lambda A cross B. This is true. It can be A cross, this is A cross lambda B. This is also true. So we get such a distribution in case if a constant is multiplied with the cross product. A cross B is equal to lambda A cross B. Lambda A cross B means with A, lambda the constant is multiplied, then we have to take the cross product. Otherwise you can just go by this way as well. A as it is, cross product, constant is multiplied with the second vector. Then also you will be getting what? Correct. Same answer. Okay. What is the formula for A cross B? That we will check. First let me tell you what is A. We will define that A and B. Then we will be applying formula. For example, vector A is A1I, B1J, C1K. Vector B, A2I, B2J, C2K. Okay. Then A cross B is given by first row determinant you have to put. So this is a determinant expression. Okay. In this determinant you will be finding always the first row with the directional components, that is A, I, J, K. Every time. This is fixed. Okay. Now in the second and third row. In the second row, the components of A you have to put. So the A components are what? A1, B1 and C1. So those should be written in sequence in the second row. Okay, in the third row. So regarding B you have to say, so the B components are A2, B2 and C2. This should be written without IJK because ijk here you have mentioned already. Okay, this is the formula to be used when cross product is asked. A cross B means this is the formula. So how are you going to expand this determinant? Do you remember? I except this, when I is existing, no, except that row and column. What is left? The determinant expression B1, C1, B2, C2 like this. Okay. Next, plus, minus, plus alternate signs will be there. That's why minus you have to take minus j. So here where j is existing, no, that column and row you have to leave and write the elements what are left. A1, C1, A2, C2. See, j here it is existing. I am covering this column and this row. What all elements are there, no, that you have to write in a determinant form only, because determinant I think had to be studied. We will check this out. We will write in detail, no matters. It will be beneficial for us only. Okay. Next is k. Alternate plus minus sign. Plus, minus, plus. So plus k. So this one you have to cover where k is existing, that row and that the column. These are said to be rows. These are said to be columns. Okay. So row and column if you cover, these are left. Is it? So that I have to put it in which form? Determinant form. And you know the expansion of determinant I B1 C2 minus B2 C1. Say what we say? First cross product minus. Cross product I should not say because this cross product and this will be like a confusion for you. What I will do? B1 C2, the product of B1 C2 and the second product C1 B2. In between minus. So first product that will be right. First product minus second product. First product, second product. First product, second product. In between minus sign. Okay. Minus j. So in the bracket we will expand this determinant. First product A1 C2. Second product A2 C1. Plus k. First product A1 B2. Second product A2 B1. In between minus sign. So this will be the answer if at all you are asked to find out what A cross B. So what does it mean? A cross B, it gives what? Vector quantity. Is it? A cross B gives vector quantity. How will you be knowing that it is giving vector quantity? Ijk are present, no? I into one constant you will be finding. So you will be getting here. Suppose 3, 4, 7 are there. 3i, 4j minus sign plus 7k. Is it not a vector? 3i plus 4j minus 7k. A number, a constant with attached to ijk you will be getting. So this will be vector. It means what? Cross product always gives vector. Got it? Okay. So the next property. What's the next one? Okay. The next property of a cross product. It obeys distributive law. Cross product obeys which law? Distributive law. So what does it mean? A cross B plus C. If it is, it will be A cross B plus A cross C. Please don't forget to put a vector sign, that arrow mark over the vectors A, B, C. A cross B, A cross C. Okay? So this obeys which law? Distributive law. So commutative law it won't be obeying. Is it? Associative law also it will not be obeying or obeying. A cross B, B cross C, Okay. It obeys associative law here, you can say. You will be getting the same answer. But commutative law, it will not. Okay, here order is changed in commutative, but in associative law, order will not be. So this holds good. Next we have to study what is A cross A equal to. A cross A is equal to 0. How are we getting 0, you know? As we are already aware of, A cross B is nothing but determinant ijk. Suppose the components of A as A1, B1, C1, okay, and the components of B was like A2, B2, C2, but here I am taking the same one, no? So here A1, B1, C1. Check, these two rows are same in determinant, okay. If any two rows of column are same, rows or column. So let me give here the extra information, column as well are same, then the determinant value will be 0. So this value, it will be 0. Even if you get it expanded, as I have shown you in the previous, this one, property. So if at all I you take, cover this column and row, remaining elements, make a determinant expression, get it expanded, then you can just check all the terms will be getting cancelled and you are left with 0. So in determinant, if any two rows or any two columns are same, then also you will be finding the value of that as 0. So this is regarding. With this concept, we will be studying what I cross I, J cross J, okay, K cross K. I cross I, this also gives 0 because of this concept. Okay. Next, J cross J is equal to 0, K cross K is equal to 0. So what does this one? I cross I. Still the justification, let me give you here. I cross I. As you know, A cross B is given by AB sin theta. AB sin theta n cap. Am I right? N cap. Okay. This is a new vector which will be perpendicular to A and B. I cross I. It means what? What I have to write? I sin theta. Theta I will tell you afterwards. N cap. Between. This is x-axis. Here I will take I. This one is y-axis, this will be j, this is z-axis, this will be k. Okay. I cross I is I sin theta. Between I and I, what is the angle? See, between I and I, there is no angle formed between I and I, so there it will be 0, sin 0 degree. Okay. Sin 0 degree. Sin 0 is equal to what? Is it 0? 0 into anything vanishes. So you will be getting 0. This is what? 0 vector. 0 vector it is. Not the value. 0 vector means what? Vector which is having length 0 but direction is arbitrary. It can take any direction. So these are 0 vectors. Got it? Similarly, with respect to J and J, with J, the what is angle made? J with J, 0. But K with K, that is also 0. So with the same concept, let me make you understand. If it is I dot J, I cross J, not dot, cross. So with the formula, what it will be? I, J, sin n cap. Right? Okay. Between I and J, what is the angle between I and J? Is it not 90 degree between I and J? So I will put 90 degree here, pi by 2. What you will be finding? I cap. I, J are unit vectors. So this is 1, this is 1, this is also 1. I will not put dot also. Again it will be like my dot y cross. So 1, 1, 1 the value. Got it? N cap. N cap. Still we keep it pending. Okay. 1, 1. The product of these three will be 1. Right? And into n cap is n cap. What is n cap equal to? N cap is a vector, a new vector. Okay. What is the nature of this vector? It will be perpendicular to I and J. Perpendicular to J. See to this. I and J. To these two vectors, which is perpendicular? K is perpendicular, no? So, in place of n cap, what should I write now? K. I cross J, it results into K cap. Check this. So, here I, J, this is K. Angle between these two is 90 degree and a vector, this is the vector, which is perpendicular to I, perpendicular to J is K. Is it? So this is what we are writing. I cross J is equal to K. See, is it coming in sequence? I, J, K. Okay. So let me give you a small hint there. So how are the directions pointing? I to J, J to K, K to I to J, J to K, K to I. So clockwise direction, right? It will help you to make the result of cross product. Suppose if I take in the clockwise direction only I to J, I cross J. Now if I take J cross K, then what will happen? J cross K means again with the same formula J, 1 K, 1 sin 90 degree, 1. So the vector which is perpendicular to J and K, J and K which is perpendicular to both this I, is it not? So I cap. How are this? I, J, K, X is perpendicular to Y, Z is perpendicular to both X and Y. So in place of the vector quantity along X axis, we are taking it as I, this we are taking it as J, this we are taking it as K. The angle between it will be 90 degree, between the angle 90 degree, between the angle 90 degree. Perpendicular, 90 degree means perpendicular, orthogonal you can say. Next, go in a clockwise direction. You are not allowed to take in any order because the very first law, I dot J is not equal to J dot I dot J is different, J dot J cross J is different, J cross I is different. Dot product is commutative but not the cross product. Okay. Next, K cross I we will take. K cross I. See to this. K cross I. So K1, I1, sin 90 degree 1. So the vector which is perpendicular to K and I is J. Got it? So this is according to the concept A cross A equal to 0. This is all got done. With same vector in the clockwise direction. Now we will be taking anti-clockwise direction. That also we will be dealing here. Suppose I cross J, as you know, it is not equal to J cross I. Okay? But I cross J is equal to what? Is equal to K. Okay? But here, this equal to minus J cross, is it? Minus J cross I. Now what I will take? can just go to the next step. I cross j is equal to k. Am I right? So replace that by k and minus j cross I. Further, what can you say? After multiplying both sides by minus 1, you will be finding this as minus k. Okay, let me repeat. A cross B is not equal to B cross A, but it is equal to minus B cross A. So with the same concept, A cross B, I cross J, we know that is K. I cross J not equal to J cross I, that you must be knowing. So again and again frequently I am telling this because to make you understand or make you memorize that cross product is not commutative. Then I cross J is equal to what? It is equal to minus of J cross A, that is minus of B cross A. I told you with the thumb rule, the thumb is pointing towards down. Down means minus K. So minus sign, it appears with the minus sign. So minus B cross A. In these two, which we know, this we know no? A cross B means I cross J, we know I cross J is K. K minus sign, J cross I. So only J cross I is required means both sides multiply by minus sign, you will be getting minus K is equal to minus of minus plus J cross I. So here shall I write multiply by minus 1 both sides. Okay, so what we got? I cross J is equal to K, but J cross I is equal to minus K. This is clear? Is this very clear now? You have to go in a clockwise direction, then you get a positive next vector. So positive next vector if you go in a clockwise direction. If you go in anti-clockwise direction, so here I will write clockwise. If you go in an anti-clockwise direction, what will you get? You will get next vector, but with minus sign. Next vector, okay, but with negative sign. Anti-clockwise direction. Positive next vector, negative next vector. Okay. J cross K, this is already declared here. J cross K is equal to I. But K cross J is equal to what? This is equal to minus I. Because anti-clockwise direction, negative, positive. Okay. Next, K cross I is equal to J. This we have seen is equal to J. But I cross K is equal to minus J. See, these two you have to remember. Got it? This is I cross K. Okay? So if you go by clockwise direction, you will be getting what? Positive next vector. Here if you are going anti-clockwise direction, you are getting what? A negative next vector. Next vector will be there, but it differs with the plus and minus sign. Okay, plus clockwise, minus anti-clockwise. Please do remember that. So this is AB sin theta formula for A cross B. If it all only A cross B length is asked, say where to write here. A cross B is equal to value A, value B, sin theta into N cap. Is it not? So this will be like length, this will be the direction, magnitude and direction. Suppose magnitude of A cross B is required means this will not be included. It will not be included. What you will get? Only the length you will be finding. Is it not? So this is the thing. A, B, sin theta. Got it? So with this, check it here. A cross A equal to 0. When two vectors will be A cross A means cross product of two vectors. What can you say? A, vector A, cross A means the angle is made 0 degree. Theta if it is equal to 0 degree. So shall we write here if theta equal to 0 degree. If theta equal to 0 degree, what will happen? A cross A is equal to, what we will get? A sine 0 and this will be n cap new vector. Because of this one 0 degree angle made between the same vectors, so this will be 0. Everything it vanishes, it will be 0, A cross A. Okay. If theta is equal to 90 degree pi by 2, then what will happen? Sine 90 degree. Two angles will be there. A cross B. Suppose A and B are intersecting at right angle. A, B, sine pi by 2. This one is second one. Pi by 2. And n cap. Okay. So what we will get? Sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. You will be finding A cross B as magnitude A, magnitude B and new vector n cap. Here 0 degree means what? Suppose with the same A to A and A. Suppose A and B two vectors are there and the in between angle is 0 degree. So what does it mean? Angle 0 degree means two lines are parallel, no? This is A. Okay, and this one is B. Two lines are parallel. If two lines are parallel means never intersect anywhere. It means what? Theta equal to 0 degree. Okay, in that case you can say this one, or you can make the condition for parallelism. Condition for parallelism is what? Cross product will be 0. So here only you can trace condition for two vectors A and B being parallel. Parallel means what? Theta equal to 0. In that case, A cross B equal to 0. This condition. Condition for perpendicularity is what? This we have seen. Condition for perpendicularity. Perpendicularity A dot B. Do you remember what was that? A dot B equal to magnitude A, magnitude B, cos theta. Theta is equal to 90 degree. So cos 90 degree is 0. 0 into anything vanishes. So what can you say? A dot B equal to 0. Because of this 0. So this is what? Dot product. If dot product is 0, then we say A and B are perpendicular to each other. If cross product is 0, then what we say? A and B are parallel to each other. Perpendicular, parallel. Perpendicularity means dot product must be 0. Parallelism means cross product must be 0. Okay. Third one. If theta is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree means what? One A this side and one more B here and the angle is made 180 degree. This is say anti-parallel. Anti-parallel. This is said to be what? Anti-parallel. A and B are anti-parallel. A and B are anti-parallel. But if we take cross product of this one, no, what will we find it? Tell me. Magnitude A, magnitude B, sine 180 degree into n cap. But sine 180 degree, is it equal to 0? 0 into anything vanishes. In that case also, A cross B equal to 0. So what can you say in this case? If the lines are parallel, if the lines are anti-parallel, in both the cases, the condition to be considered as the cross product is 0. If the vice versa, if the cross product is 0, then what can we say? The lines are parallel to each other. If dot product is 0, what we say? Two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Vice versa, if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then dot product will be 0. Got it? Okay. So is this clear? These many are the properties of vector product. In the next class, we are going to deal with questions regarding vector product and few more applications of vector product is also there. Find finding about area of triangle, finding about area of parallelogram. That I will make you understand in the next class. Till then, you people please take care. Right?